Hi, guys. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. Excuse me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, I just want to let you guys know I'm going to be going live later today, this evening. If you would like to purchase an expedited request for tonight's expedites, please go check out mevolving.com/shop/, past life party. So I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I heard is wishes are coming true. hmm hmm Wishes are coming true. Hi, Kathy. All right, let's get started. Sorry, I I stuffed down an entire pizza, grain free. Know what I'm saying? Do I sound normal today? I don't feel normal. I had to I I had to address my hangry because I was beyond hangry. Sorry, I'm late. I had to check down, stuff down an entire pizza because that's how your girl gets down. That's what I do. Oh my lord. All right. Almost there, guys. One more deck that I'm going to be pulling from. Mm, I feel like I have food all over my teeth. I did. I inhaled an entire pizza. Because, I may be slightly smaller than most people, but I can eat a lot. All right, here we go. 2, 3. I got to make this fast. So let's get started. So wishes are coming true, right? I'm not sure what these wishes are, but we're going to find out. Saying, yo no soy marinero. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán. Soy capitán, soy capitán. Manifestation. Okay. This is telling me, I know, no singing. I should stop. This is telling me that you're about to make things happen for yourself. You're about to make some really beautiful things happen for yourself. You got to look in the mirror, though. You got to look in the shadow aspects of you, because really, there's things that are being projected out into your environment that really it lives inside your shadows. And so what's happening is, if you don't take a good hard look at what's in that shadow space, I mean, you're just gonna be a basic marinero. You know what I'm saying? And what did I just say? Yo no soy marinero. You got to be the captain of your own ship, right? So if you look in the mirror, if you can find the courage to look in the mirror and really assess where your fears are coming from, what your fears are actually about, you'll begin to stabilize. And as you stabilize, you will then initiate the coming to fruition of all of your dreams. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now, mhm, oh God. Okay. I'm going to take the cards at face value right now. I'm going to take the cards at face value. I'm not going to say what I'm going to do. I'm not, hi, Charlie. I'm not going to say what I'm going to do on a personal level, but I'm going to take the cards at face value and I'm going to share with you what the cards are saying. So there is someone, something, someone. There is something, someone who's trying to really use up your energy. Intensification in reverse. This is a time waster. Don't let people waste your time. Just don't. Don't let people waste your time. So, this is someone who's trying to waste your time, waste your energy, get you to be all riled up. There's nothing I need to be riled up over. You guys, I made the most amazing decision. I don't even know when at this point. Maybe months ago. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But at this point, I just have my personal assistant take all of the nasty messages from Swiss Satan. What? It's accurate. It is an accurate number. Okay. I have my personal assistant go through the spam folder, take all of the nasty messages from Swiss Satan and just dump it in the different archives that we keep them in and then forward it to the legal team. I don't, you know, I don't deal with any of that. And life has just become so peaceful and so happy. Yeah, I'm just, everything's good. I don't deal with Swiss Satan no more. And I mean, the legalities are still continuing. But again, I'm very insulated from all of that. This is the Swiss Satan free zone. Okay. All right. I can't just, I'm saying, you gotta recognize when someone is just, all they can do is waste your time, your energy, get you riled up over bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to the ugly part because there's an ugly part to this, I guess. And that was going to be all good stuff, but there's an ugly part. So this time wasting ass hoe has no concept of boundaries. Their parents didn't teach them any of that. They're very upside down in their masculinity, which means they have none. Um, you can't really call someone masculine if they don't understand the concept of boundaries, if they don't like understand how to conduct themselves in a field of war versus a civilized society, right? And it's this thing that really just, yeah, no, you don't need to do any of that. You don't need to deal with any of that. You just need to make sure that it doesn't reach you. That's all you got to do. So once you do that, you can then shift your focus right back to where it needs to be, which is, what are you trying to create? Let's get back to the good stuff. I mean, the yucky stuff in life, yeah, you need to be aware because I mean, you don't want to be delusional, right? You don't want to pretend like everything's okay if it's not. Um, why is a masculine without boundaries an invalid masculine? Um, because I personally believe that the true role of a masculine is to enforce the boundaries that the feminine creates, right? And if that masculine is incapable of that, they are not actually a masculine. They are still in a childlike state, which if you revert back far enough, you are neither feminine nor masculine. You are still a zygote. You are still a cell with only half the material that you need, right? To be an autonomous being. If you're going to be simply a byproduct of the most toxic parts of your family unit, of society, of all the grievous things of the fallen patriarchy, I cannot consider you a masculine. I just cannot. Just like I cannot truly consider you a divine feminine. I guess I should put um sacred masculine. Sacred masculine, yes. And then divine feminine. I cannot consider you a divine masculine. Sacred Oh, sometimes my dyslexia really just gets me all fucked up. Because I can never make fucking sense of shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Is it divine let me Google this. Let me Google it because this is just going to drive me nuts. Is it divine masculine? Mm-hmm. Divine masculine, sacred feminine. Okay. Mm-hmm. Couldn't you be both though? Couldn't you be both divine and sacred? The fuck? Okay. So you can't be an actual divine masculine if you can't conduct yourself as such. I will not categorize you as that because you have not become, um, actually, you have not shown me that you are worthy of such an elevated title. You just, no, no. Right? So the same works for the feminine. If you're going to be in this toxic femininity, which does exist within societies, where it's like men versus women, I could do what you can do. No, I cannot. You go kill that spider. You go take out the trash. Please stop. I don't do that. I don't. I don't. No, no, absolutely not. You're not going to convince me otherwise. Yes, just yesterday I lifted over 80,000 pounds. No, if the shopping cart is stuck, my divine masculine has to come help me. I'm serious. I'm serious. I could totally standing row like 140 pounds, 15 reps per set, 3 sets in a matter of like 4 minutes, no real rest time between. But if that shopping cart is stuck, I'm not going to hurt myself pulling that out. My divine masculine has to pull that out for me. It's true. And if you can't do that, if you refuse to do that, well, what are you here for? Because if I'm going to need to play the role of the divine masculine for myself, what are you here for? Just like if you have to play the role of the sacred feminine, which is my role, well, what am I there for? And you guys within your own nucleus, you're going to be the ones to decide what each plays, what role each one plays. Is not going to be determined by society, is determined by you. Um, that's a good question. Why does the feminine set the boundaries for the masculine to enforce? The feminine, the sacred feminine, was once the head. We were the matriarchy, right? The matriarch is a head. If you look at family groups of elephants, it's the matriarch that is given the wisdom to be able to lead. She sits in an elevation as a form of service to the family whole. She is the vessel that contains the sacredness. That's why we have the sacred yoni. We internalize things in order to be able to share with grace, compassion, and wisdom what we have learned. That's why we are more, well, until they did stuff to the endocrine system, until they emasculated all of the males and messed with our hormonal composition before. The feminines were the most sensitive. The more sensitive you are, the more receptive you are to receiving the communications from soul, to receiving that intuitive hit, I guess. In my culture, I'm Filipina. I'm from the Philippines, hey. In my culture, people who are transgender, and I'm not talking about the transgender program that's going on right now. I'm talking about truly transgender. They were considered to be elevated because they pull from both the masculine and the feminine, right? They're very immersed in both, causing them to become a totality. They are the vessel, the wisdom, and the enforcer. So we each have a role that we play. Um, if you can go ahead and tap into these different aspects, be centered in it, kind of like a Pisces vesica, but be centered in the center, be in the sacred yoni space, then you can pull from all of that. What makes me different than quite a few other people is the fact that although I'm very feminine, I have very masculine energy. I have a mix of masculinity and femininity. If you want to approach me in some type of crooked ass way, I will straighten your ass out with my masculine side. But that doesn't mean that I don't have this, femininity and this softness. As a matter of fact, if you piss me off enough, if you threaten me enough, it's not going to be the masculine that protects me. It's not going to be my masculine aspects that protect me. It will be the full on matriarch that will raise your fucking ass down. Because when I've had enough, I've had enough, and you're going to know, and you're going to go back to your proper place, because it's the matriarch's role to set the boundaries. You see what I'm saying? You look at traditional family units, and this is a really important thing. Thank you for asking, Charlie. You look at traditional family units, like healthy ones, right? Where, it's very traditional. The mother basically will set the rules. If you don't follow my rules, I'm going to go tell your dad. What's going to happen? Oh my God, I'm going to tell dad. I should stop. Because the feminine is the matriarch, the masculine is the enforcer. They are equal. It's not men are below women or women are below men. They are equal. It's like the men are the head of the household, right? Traditional roles. But the woman is the neck. She's the one that actually controls what the head can turn and look at. They work together. They work together hand in hand, So this is someone who is upside down in their perception. They want to drain you. They think that it's within their power, within their authority to drain you, to disrespect your boundaries. And you know what happens when you begin to understand you have both masculine and feminine within you? You can harness both. If you really want to be this transmutational expert, this alchemist, you need to be able to harness both. And you need to step into a space of totality. You cannot step into a place of totality until you uncover what you have hidden in the shadows. The parts of you that you hide away, the parts of you that you don't want anyone to see, are quite often the parts of you that are most powerful, but you have not yet learned how to harness, right? Start harnessing it. Start learning. Start cultivating your abilities. You have the authority to cultivate your abilities. You do. And if you don't know how to do it, then find a person who can help you to learn in a safe environment. A person who teaches you because it's part of their divine purpose, not because the more students they have, the more their ego is stroked. Like, you don't involve yourself in other people's ego traps and trauma struggles. What you need is to really find the reservoir of respect that you have for yourself. You don't um you don't develop this respect for yourself based on how much other people respect you. Like, once upon a time, years ago, before 2020, you know, I didn't really have much respect for myself just because I've been programmed through societal, familial, religious, all kind of cultural programs, all sorts of different programs. Um, they serve to try and indoctrinate me into this space of believing that I have to tolerate and endure maltreatment from others because that's your role as a woman. And no, the fuck it's not. Just like, no, the fuck it's not. Your role as a man to take poor treatment either. We are not here to simply be sponges to clean up the poor treatment pool. I don't think so. I don't think so. I used to say this to people. I did not traverse my mother's vaginal canal and enter into this world and existence to be your whipping girl. I will take your whip and I will whip you with it because you're out of pocket and your behavior is insufferable. I used to tell people that. And they'd be like, what? What I said is, fuck off. No, you don't have to tolerate other people's behavior. You don't have to be confrontational all the time. No, that's not going to be healthy for you either. But you're not here to just tolerate all of that. Okay. So that self respect, it needs to come into play. That includes the ways in which you treat yourself poorly. Right. So sometimes I treat myself poorly by not listening to my body. The other day, I wanted to go to the gym because I haven't gone to the gym for almost a month. Okay. I'm just excited. My body is very excited to be doing the stuff that it's been doing. And so I had gone to the gym before, the day before. I woke up that morning super early and I was like, we gotta go to the gym again. Let's go to the gym. And my husband goes, I'm not going to no gym. And I was like, ew, I'll go by myself. Sure. And then I got out of bed and I was so sore and I was like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not I'm not going anywhere. I got to go back to sleep because this doesn't feel good. That's me respecting the boundaries set by my body. I needed to let myself rest, right? So respecting yourself, so many different ways. Respecting yourself by eating the foods that are compatible with your frequency. Respecting yourself by not letting toxic people access you. Respecting yourself by not accepting invitations to join people in toxic spaces that you've already outgrown. Respecting yourself by listening to your body. Respecting yourself by loving yourself. Respect is a form of love. It's the most basic form of love. I will never believe someone loves me if they don't respect me consistently. I will never believe you. You want to call me out of my name? You don't love me. Are you kidding me? You get mad, so you call me out of my name? No, no. It's only a matter of time before you're booted from my space. No, I won't tolerate that. Are you kidding me? I don't think so. I don't need to tolerate that. There's billions of people in this world. Billions of people in this world. And here you are, trying your best to survive one of the most toxic ones for you. I mean, just because someone's toxic towards you doesn't mean they're going to be toxic towards everyone. Sometimes it's the pairing, the way the frequencies choose not to meld together. That's incompatibility, right? The moment someone starts calling you out of your name, nah, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. There's billions of other people who can replace you. It's all good. Go to someone, be with someone that you can be healthy with. Clearly, it's not with me. I accept that. I release you back into the wild. You damn heathen. Release them back into the wild. They want to act wild with you. They belong in the wild. Release them into the wild where they belong. You want to act like an animal? Go into the wilderness, animal. This is civilization. Okay. So, begins with respect. Then it begins after the respect is initiated for you. You need to begin banishing mindsets, different ways of being, um, traumas, different things like that. This banishment, hexing, it's not always towards a person. Sometimes it's towards the parts of you, the version of you that allows for you to agree to allow yourself to be drained. Excuse me. Some people are like gas. You just need to release them. And burp them up. Say, excuse me, keep going. So, whoever that person is, they're not someone you're going to heal. Stop it. Stop it. You have to stop being the person who thinks you're going to heal all of the wounded, damaged people. It is their job to heal themselves. They can choose to invite you to assist them, to be present through their process of self healing. You cannot fix them. If you think you love someone and you want to fix them, and that's why you're staying, that's not love. That is control issues. That is a trauma bond. That is something very, very, very unhealthy for the both of you because your toxicity is triggering their toxicity, which re-triggers your toxicity, which re-triggers their toxicity. You have to stop replaying the type of deficits, the type of toxic connections, toxic treatment that you received from the adults who were part of your raising as a child. Whatever childhood traumas, injuries, emotional damage that you have, if it is not resolved, it will show up in every adult connection that you have until you resolve it. From friendships to romantic relationships. Not now, Marlene. Hand off my shoulder, too. What was our rule? What was our agreement? What was our agreement? I want to hear it come from you. Mhm. You will not touch me. Yes, that's the first one. What is the second one? What was the agreement we came to? Correct. If I agree to not kick your ass out of my field, you will quietly participate and not interrupt my readings, right? Rules of engagement, woman. Rules of engagement. You're probably going to have to leave my field because you just burned up all my pizza calories. You're making me feel hangry. Go away. I'm serious. Go away. Go away. You're wasting my limited vocal. Anyways, carrying forward. So, whatever traumas you don't resolve from childhood is going to show up in every single adult connection that you have until you heal that. Okay? If I'll share this. My father was his word selections when addressing me as a young woman, as a child, through my whole life was not the best. It's the best if you want to be manipulative and cause tremendous emotional trauma. Perfect words. If you want to raise a healthy, well balanced, emotionally secure, independent woman, definitely not the right words to choose. And the thing was, when I was a teen, and through some of my young adulthood, I was drawn to gangbangers, hood ass mofos. I'm saying, because I was trying to recreate that. right? I was trying to recreate that. Like, if you don't get rough with me, not in that way. If you don't get rough with me, if you don't call me out of my name, if you don't try and dominate me, then you don't love me and this relationship can't work. But here's the thing, if you try that, I will cut you. Not even joking. I will cut you. Would you want to say? You would, how do you think you can talk to me? I don't think so. I don't think so. Until I realized I was trying to recreate a connection with one of the most toxic ass people I have ever known my entire life. I mean, look at the people you're drawn to. Do they remind you of your mother or your father? Because you're trying to resolve the traumas. You have to do that on your own. It is not your partner or your friend's job or obligation to make you whole. You are already whole. You've simply fractionated yourself and hidden the most powerful parts of you in your shadows. That's why you feel so unbalanced. That's why you feel like, oh, I need someone to complete me. I need my other half. There is no other half. There is no other half. You are a whole person. You are whole. My husband is not my other half. He is one of the greatest teachers I will ever have in this life. He is my partner. He is my forever love. That's it. He doesn't have to heal me. He doesn't have to piece me back together. That is my job. His job as my divine masculine is to create a perimeter around me where I can feel so safe that I can finally find the courage to sift through the shadow aspects so I can retrieve my parts that I'm needing now. That's what the masculine does for the feminine. He doesn't tell you how to heal. He doesn't shame you into a space where you are forced to heal. He tends to you like a delicate flower, knowing that even if you have no blooms right now, you carry within you the promise of that beauty. hmm I mean, farmers are, I mean, they just be knowing. They just be knowing, right? Like they know what to do for when their crops, for when their plants are sick. They know how to amend the soil so that the plant can heal itself. When a plant is sick, it's not the plant's fault. It's the environment that the plant has existed in. There are deficiencies or things that are in excess that have created an imbalance. If you go ahead and take the time to do all of these corrections within yourself, you know what ends up happening is your dreams begin to take root. That's the first part of manifesting your dreams. You want your wishes to come true. You have to do the necessary things to bring your dreams into fruition. Okay. Makes sense. Sometimes, if you've lived in a space, in a mindset where everything has to be super controlled, I've been there. I know exactly what that's like. What that means is that you are very out of control within yourself. You feel unheard, unseen, unrecognized. You feel not valued at all. You feel very powerless. You feel like a victim. All of these really weak type senses is what you have about yourself, right? And because you feel that way, very deep within yourself, it becomes distorted and projected out into your environment. You can say all you want about, no, I just want to help. I just want to protect people. I just want to, this is the way I love. I want to make sure everyone is safe. No, you're trying to control. And I'm not trying to shame you because I used to do this too for quite a long time until I realized the reason I do this is because I feel so afraid that I cannot handle life and anything life throws my way. But guess what? Yes, I absolutely can. Not only can I handle it, not only can I transcend it, I can harvest it, cultivate it, and use it for my benefit. So can you. So can you. All of the things that I've learned because of the malignant, malicious intentions of others in the past, I'm harvesting that now from my memory banks. I'm cultivating my understanding of it and how to apply it for future scenarios. That's that's how it's supposed to be. I no longer try and control other things and other people. Heck, even my kids, the way I parent, I used to be a helicopter parent. Now I'm like, okay, have you thought about what might happen if you do that? Okay, as, as long as you thought about it, but you know, you got to make some smart decisions for yourself. Okay. You're responsible for the outcome. So it's on you. Granted, if it's something that's going to pose an immediate threat to their health and safety, I'm going to be like, no, you cannot. Just plain and simple. No, that's dangerous. You cannot. You're not going to be running around with a chef knife. No, that's a flat out no. But if you want to cut fruit for the first time, I will stand there with you. I will give you tips. I will make sure before you press down, make sure your fingers are out of the way. All right. You know, making sure you understand what the risks are and making sure that you account for how you will keep yourself safe. But I'm no longer in a space of trying to control. Why? Because I'm no longer afraid. I'm no longer afraid of, can I handle it? I absolutely can. I can. I might not want to. I might not want to. It's fine. I'm still going to have to. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to get through it. It's going to be perfectly fine. We're just going to go ahead and be good. Right? Good. So, shared wisdom. Share wisdom. This is what I'm talking about. You have to share the wisdom with yourself. Oftentimes, the way we acquire wisdom is by way of trauma, a traumatic experience. And it's okay. You're going to be perfectly fine. You need to process that trauma. You need to allow yourself to feel whatever you feel for a reasonable amount of time. You can't stay there. You can let yourself feel it for a couple minutes, couple hours, maybe a couple days. If it's really, really, really that bad, couple weeks, couple months. There's no reason for you to remain in that space for a couple years. Think of all the traumas that have served as the chains and the shackles preventing you from rising. How has that helped you? And not only were you traumatized because you pushed it away through compartmentalization, through other different types of coping mechanisms, you don't even benefit from that trauma by way of harvesting the wisdom. What's wisdom? Knowledge in action. What knowledge are we talking about? Your awareness from what you experienced. When you can harvest that awareness because of what you've lived through, and then you apply it to future situations as solutions, you are now existing in a space of wisdom. That's all it is. Taking the things you learned from the past, applying it to the present to create neutrality or positivity, not to vilify negativity, but the goal is neutrality or positivity. And then keeping it moving from there. I mean, that's how you make dreams come true. What is the difference between a dream and a goal? A goal is a dream that you're actively in the process of making real by taking the actions, making the plans, creating timelines of when you want to get certain things accomplished. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. You're taking an idea and a concept. Ooh, increased support alert. Okay, so you're going to have an increase in the support from soul. Now is the time for you to really, really, really decide what you want to make happen. 100% at 1221 40 19 53 3. There's a lot of threes there. A lot of threes. There's change that needs to occur. It's inverted mirrors too. Um, you have to invert it. The way you see, it gets inverted as it enters your eye, right? You see things upright, but when it enters your eye, it's upside down and then the brain processes it. You have to invert it so you can see clearly. There are situations that you saw in an upside down manner. Excuse me. Part of how you're going to correct that is by inverting it. Ooh. Ooh. So if you've had control issues, control struggles, I don't really want to call it issues because, it's like, carries that negative connotation. If you've had struggles with control, if you invert that, because that's a projection, right? If you involute, go into yourself to assess involution for your evolution, you have to dive deep within yourself, rediscover the parts of you that are the most powerful, the parts of you that are most capable to bring your dreams into fruition. Those are the parts of you you need right now. Stop wasting time, energy, and focus. Yeah, Marlene. Time gets older, children get older. I'm getting older too. 'Cause I've been afraid of changing. 'Cause I built my life around you. You're so disruptive. Okay. There's a lack of love that's happening. There's a lack of love. I'm wondering if the lack of love has to do more with you not expressing enough patience and grace, compassion towards yourself. Those are healing forms of love, right? Grace, patience, compassion. Um, mm, you have to let go of that broken heart. You have to. I think for some of us, we became oh for some of us we became brokenhearted about something. You got very, very disappointed about something, right? And what ended up happening is you've carried that brokenheartedness, that broken energy with you all these years. And you really can't see clearly if you continue to try and view the world with glasses that have shattered lenses. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Mindy. I tell your son, I said, "What's up?" um, you got to let go of that broken heart. You cannot continue that. Just you have to let it go, right? You have to. No, Jasmine, I didn't pick up on your energy. I was picking up on Marlene. She's all brokenhearted and it's just being I know. Okay, so I have Capricorn in my Venus, and sometimes I'm just real cold. She's just being extra dramatic right now because she doesn't want me to kick her out of my field. Mm, I'm still contemplating. She goes, "Will you let me stay?" Mm, mm-hmm. Anyways, letting yourself see things from a higher perspective can oftentimes help you to move forward from that space of stagnation. Oftentimes, it can help you to regain some sense of like where you're actually headed, what you're actually trying to do. Oh, thank you for the reminder, Lindsay. Um, I'm doing expedites tonight. If you need a reading, scan, energy work, past life reading, all kind of different things, go to that link, mevolving.com/shop/past life party. Uh, don't feel sorry for her, Mindy. Next thing you know, you'll be having dreams of this woman, and then you'll be staring at pictures of me crying. Girl, don't invite her in. She will do that to you. And next thing you know, you'll be messaging me like, Emmy, I don't know why. Every time I see your face, I cry. I just have a face that makes people cry. Okay. Well, because Capricorn, Venus. This is how I love, Marlene. This is how I love. Okay, the Magi. You have to step in this place of elevated magic, elevated power, elevated connection with your higher self. You got this, boo. Your soul is trying to provide you with additional support, increased support, extra support. That's my kid. My kid would sometimes say that, just like that. Like if he needs something, he'll be like, extra support. My kids are nutty. I love them. So, Golden Crown, you're being given the instructions already by soul. Your soul is already telling you exactly what you need to do. So, do the dang thing. Get in balance, okay? You want to get into that center space between the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself. You got to know your boundaries and then you got to enforce those boundaries because there are some, and people say, I'm ratchet. There are some ratchet ass people who don't know boundaries, who need to just gather up all their crystals and other belongings, walk down the street about a quarter mile, make a right and then a hard left, and find out where they got you fucked up at. Okay? They need to be out. Those people should not have access to you. You will never change them. So, carrying along, if you walk your truth, which you haven't been. Soul is calling you out. If you walk your truth, you'll begin to understand your worth and you'll begin to find that strength hidden inside you. And this will happen on a human level. 22, you're being guided. 22 is a number of guidance, elevated guidance at that. You're being guided on a human level as well as a soul level. Whatever the support is, it's going to make the dreams of your human self come to fruition. I'm ready. I'm ready. What am I ready for? I don't know. I'm just ready. I'm a Girl Scout. I was born ready. I'm so ready. I was born early. It's true. It's true. I was like kicked so hard. I was like, let me out, let me out. And then my mom had to rush to the hospital for an emergency C section. And my mom has told me my whole life that um I've been rowdy my whole life. It's true. It's true. Sometimes I'm rowdy. Okay, card number 23. Aquarius, I know. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. Dang. Do you understand what that means? The best way to predict the future is to invent it. You are being given the opportunity to create the way you will be experiencing this period. I would go for the gusto. I would go all the balls to the walls. I would. I would. I would. Put all the balls on the walls. Go all the way. Go all the way. For some of you, the opportunity is approaching. I'm trying to find out what this opportunity is. I don't know. I just I keep remembering this video. Um, it was in my BFF chat. I don't know who sent it. One of my BFFs sent it. And it was this video of this woman who's on the mature side. And she's talking about drawing a straight line for her eyeliner, liquid liner. And she went like that. She stretched her eye as much as she could. And she tried to use a stamp tool. And when she let it go, it was all crinkled because she has loose skin on her eyelids, which, that's what happens as you mature. And then she said, trying to draw an eyeliner line on that type of eyelid is like trying, if I remember right, to take a Sharpie and draw a straight line on a scrotum. I'm just, you know, I just is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's just the visual of it. And I have nothing but boys and like, I don't know, 10 years of changing diapers. So I'm just saying. My mind immediately. Let me stop. Okay. Um Card number 23. Aquarius, I know the best way to predict the future is to invent it. So you're being given the power right now. You've just been handed the baton during the marathon. Is that a marathon? It's not a marathon. I don't know. The words have escaped me. During that one race where you guys hand each other stuff, you can't run until they hand it to you. Yes. Yes. Whatever that is. I don't remember. But you've been handed the baton. You can't just stand there. You got to take off running. You got to go. Expect to be tested and shown waves of the future. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because of their vast intelligence, it doesn't take Aquarians long to see that they are superior in intellect to most people. A relay race. Yes. A relay race. Yes. Thank you, Ocean Soul. I know people say Gemini is the genius of the zodiacs. I won't deny Geminis are very intelligent, Y'all are my favorite for a reason. But Aquarius, fucking genius. I'm serious. Every Aquarian that I know, that I personally know, so fucking intelligent. It's impressive. It's hard to impress me. So when I say I'm impressed, I mean, like, whoa, you're operating at like 99.9999 percentile. So they're intelligent. You have to tap into your intelligence regardless of the sign. That's part of what the message is. This gives them a certain disdain over anything they view as common or ordinary. I think you need to enter into a space where you have that same level of disdain for common or ordinary options. You have to go balls to the wall. You know what I'm saying? You have to go balls to the walls. You have to just take it all the way. Aquarians are ahead of the game and have accurate visions of the way things will be. Like, really focus on how you want this to play out. You know what I'm saying? Um, as seers into the future. Okay, no. This is why the sign of Aquarius rules science fiction and anything brand new. In reality, Aquarians see waves of the future in a way the rest of us cannot. I am so grateful for being a cusper. Yes. Aquarians can be very stubborn. It's true. It's true. Even when those views appear off the wall to others, they will fight long and hard just to have the freedom to stay weird. Stay weird. It's okay. And they will fight for the rest of us to stay weird as well. Absolutely. Whatever is taboo or outlandish greatly appeals to them. Yes. Yes, it does. So oftentimes they are artists, inventors, and speculative writers. Okay. You can be assured friends and family alliances are about to help you achieve your goals. All the angels are coming. The angels, your spiritual family, they're about to pour some celebratory crystal. They're about to pour some celebratory champagne for you. Okay? You're about to celebrate something. If you veer from the norm and go breast deep into the weirdness of the ideas, these weird ideas that you have about how you're going to break out of the mold, break out of your shell, you need to tap into that a little bit more. We need more cowbell. hmm We need much more cowbell. You're going to need to, I like, I'm not sure why, but I keep getting this sense. It's like this sense of now is the actual time. I don't know what planets are doing what. Now is the actual time to put into play whatever business something, business plans. If you're planning on launching a business, now is the time. Oh, wait. Wait. Un momento. Excuse me. Ooh, take this next week to figure out what your plans are. Because after this next week is up, the portal for 8-8 is going to begin to prairie dog is going to begin to do the prairie dog. I don't know what word to use. It's going to start doing this dilation sequence. It's going to dilate, contract, dilate, contract. It's like contractions, the process that your body does in order to ripen the cervix and fully dilate it for birth. You have a week to figure out what you want to do, and then you can begin really putting some of that energy into making it happen. That 8-8 portal is coming up. Okay. So, all seriousness, you have a week to figure out the type of plans you want to make. With this card, you're likely to be mastering something new and untried, which will lead you to greater awareness and success. What? Okay. Um, Another meaning behind this card is a meeting up of cutting edge people, those who challenge what you believe to be true or established, though it may not be. Many times, these people will be artists. When this card presents itself in a reading, you can be assured friends and family alliances are about to help you achieve your goals. It's possible you're to meet a group of people or become involved in organizations that will support you in unusual plans and ideas. It may be like a family group, but the emphasis will be placed primarily on the ideas of the crowd. So you can consider yourself the idealistic Pied Piper at the front of your group. So you're being tasked to lead your local environment. Oh my God. I got a message yesterday. Or was it this morning? I don't remember. But one of my girlfriends is running for Congress. She's going to do it. She's going to do it. She's going to do it. She's going to create change. So it's things like that where you need to really allow yourself to become super aware of what it is that your heart most greatly desires. Card number 47, Grand Cross Provoker. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. That's a quote from Helen Keller. So I'm just saying, If someone who is deaf and mute can choose to live life in an adventurous way, you who are capable of seeing and communicating should at the very least consider some adventure. You know what I'm saying? This is an area of tension in a chart that's becoming a great catalyst for movement and change. Okay. Um Usually, when a grand cross occurs, it indicates a crisis, yet through this calamity will be painful process of growth, then renewal, and eventually a great foundation for happiness and success. I think we as a society, we as a race have already gone through the crisis of 2020. And we're being given the opportunity to decide if we want more crisis or if we're just going to push back finally. I don't know about y'all, but I've been doing a lot of exercises to strengthen my posterior chain so that I could push like a motherfucker. Okay. I think we're gonna have to push. I think we're gonna have to push. You're gonna have to push for what you want. You're gonna have to push for your dreams. You're gonna have to push, 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 push. Don't forget to breathe. Okay. They come with a pressure to grow and the will to exceed any limitations put in one's path. The Grand Cross is the most rare and intense of all. So this is going to be a very rare opportunity. It's going to be very intense. Um, it indicates a period of time in your life may seem at cross purposes. When this occurs, it indicates a crisis. Yet, okay, we already read that. Okay. It's about frustration. It's about accessing multiple talents, numerous paths you can take. Focus and organization are key. Until this matter phases out, expect resistance, since opposition is the main energy field of the Grand Cross. So, the things that oppose you are actually serving as fuel. They are the willing sacrifices that are gifted to you by Odin. Push through them, bulldoze right through. I have this mindset that I've had since I was a child. One of my developed, most cherished skills is to find a solution for any given set of circumstance. If I cannot find a way around you, under you, over you, I hope you have some pads and a helmet on because I will bulldoze right through you. That's the last option. But I mean, if there's no other options, I'm going to take that one. Right? Don't let anything stop you from what you are trying to manifest right now. Is very, very, very important. Needing to act, initiation, self-worth, focusing on the self, identity crisis, building a foundation, not being given a break, direction, focus, earning trust, implementing change, the need to be more flexible. Like literally, you are being given a massive opportunity. Massive. Ooh. I will share what Marlene just said right now. She says the nasty people won't have opportunities. The energy they've been using to create opportunities to create more nastiness in the world, it will be taken from them by force, returned back to the appropriate owner of that energy, at which point the owner of that energy can use it for their own manifestations. Ooh, love it. I guess you can stay. That was a nice contribution. I did. I really liked it. I mean, I'm fine with you staying and talking as long as you're not trying to coerce me into giving a specific individual a reading. This is a general reading for the general public. I'm not going to do that for you. Card number 27, third house messages. You must stay drunk on writing so reality cannot destroy you. Ooh. Words have power. Now's the time to get your point across. With this card, you may also get a clear direction in the way to proceed. Okay. It signifies our need to know and demonstrates how we put our concepts and thoughts into words. When you speak something into being, you are taking the preliminary steps of manifestation. Okay. Mm, okay. It's a house of the mind. It's about giving and receiving information. When this card turns up in a reading, there's a need to uncover all that you can and relate the information to others. So maybe you're going to be working with a group or maybe at least one other person in order to bring this into fruition. Maybe you have a mentor that you work with. I need to create that effing listing for soul based business eventually. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Ooh. Mhm. Okay. This card also means you'll be talking you into and out of tough situations. You will be mentally able to grapple with issues and sort them out. Important documents and other paperwork are indicated. Ooh. There are certain states which are crucial during LLC formation, crucial for privacy, crucial for helping to protect you from having that veil of separation pierced, just all sorts of different things, y'all. I need to share this information with you guys. Mhm. Work it. Let me work it. When you learn how the system works, you can work it. I'm saying, I'm not talking about doing anything illegal or immoral. I'm talking about using the system in the way that it's designed to function in a way that's of the greatest benefit to you while still maintaining legalities. I got to share that with you guys. There's places where you want to start the business and places where you absolutely do not. You don't have to live in the state to start a business there. To form an LLC there, you don't have to. As a matter of fact, you can look into domiciling in specific states, which then, there's benefits to that. I'm just saying. Okay. Um Closing down emotionally and relying on common sense. Turning cold on someone or someone turning cold on you. Ooh, let's get frozen, baby. Games and figuring out puzzles. Uh, Siblings, signing of contracts. Okay, new contracts, new soul contracts are going to be signed. There are going to be rumors, people talking about stuff. Issues dealing with siblings may come up. There may be questions you must resolve to do with brothers or sisters. Your neighborhood may be going through some changes. Okay. Well, could also mean that an area may start to appear old or decrepit. Be careful how you put your thoughts and feelings into words. Other persons may not be as warm and receptive to your words and ideas as you hope them to be. Ooh, I'm saying there there's an opportunity for you to correct someone's misaligned impression of their inflated importance in your life. Put them in their proper place, boo. Just put them in their proper place, which is where la basura. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm saying your girl can speak Spanish sometimes. One of my favorite things to say to my husband, me gusta tu cuerpo. Mucho. Okay, I gotta go. I have sessions starting. Guys, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. I will be doing expedites later today in all the platforms I'm live on. There should be a pinned link. It should be this link right here. I'm evolving.com/shop / past life party. If you'd like to have energetic work done or whatever, go check it out. I'll be live later this evening here on my channel. Bye, everyone.